Whatever your view is on life, who you are, where you are from, and why you are here, one thing is certain. Your physical body and non-physical mind or consciousness is on a journey of discovery. We must never stop investigating, never stop experimenting, never stop questioning. No fear, only love. No anger, only compassion and forgiveness.
'Cause this is just the way it's meant to be. This is just the way it's meant to be. This is just the way it's meant to be. This is just the way it's meant to be.
This is the fastest pace of technological adoption the world will ever go through. And it's all happening. And it's across everything from life sciences, genetic sciences, AI, distributed data, 5G, 6G, robotics, space, 3D printing, I mean, you name it, and it's all happening. So the world is going to look incredibly different in 10 years' time. It's going to look nothing like what we know. And I know that sounds scary, but you can be an optimist. And, you know, here at Real Vision, we're in the business of investing. When things go exponential, you can make a lot of money. But I think it's the most exciting time to be alive that I've ever seen. Yes, we've got societal constraints and societal issues. Yes, we've got a terrible rich-poor divide. Yes, we've got geopolitical issues. But out of the ashes rises the phoenix. And for me, this is a fourth turning moment, and this is all the first turning that we're looking at coming at us. And when we transition through by 2030, we'll be going, really? Has this just happened? I've been shouting and screaming that the biggest macro trade in all history is underway. It's crypto. Macro is crypto. See my interview with Dan Tapiero. He's the same thing. He goes, I don't care about the bond market moving 1% up or down when crypto is doing, well, Ethereum's up 500% this year. And somebody says, what's the macro play? This is the macro play, whether you like it or not. So is there a macro spill on? Well, we've just come out of a recession, so the probability of a macro downside event outside of a VAR shock, limited. You know, I've talked about the growth. Will growth slow? Great. You know, bond yields drift back down to, 50 basis points. I can't get excited. I just can't get excited. When you've got the exponential age and crypto, where the risk reward is so gigantically, preposterously skewed, nothing else makes sense to invest in. My contentious view is energy is becoming digitized, and in that is EV. So you're taking it, you're transforming it from being a process by which you extract something from the ground and burn it for energy to a using of renewable energy, which is infinitely scalable. So if you have an infinitely scalable input, you'll drive the price of energy down to zero. That's where it's going. That is the logical outcome of technology. Digitization drives everything down to zero because you can make everything infinite. It's happened with computing power, cloud, phone calls, data, everything. And it will happen to electricity too. Sunlight, nuclear, wind, waves, hydro. Those things are almost infinite in their energy output. I mean, the amount of per hour of sunlight is like all of the energy on Earth for a year or something stupid. You know, there is so much excessive energy that has no harmful impact in converting to a usable energy source, i.e. electricity, that technology will just keep racing to extract more energy from natural resources and output it at cheaper and cheaper costs. So can you imagine a world we're going to live in? It's part of the exponential age thesis, and I've got a bunch of charts showing this is underway, where green energy is significantly cheaper now than all other forms of energy. And that's going to just keep going and going and going. And we're going to live in a world with free energy. What does that mean? What can we do? What is our productive output for the whole society if it doesn't cost anything? Think of what's happened with data and the fact that data on our mobile phones is basically free now. Or the fact that they gave it away for free in India and suddenly the largest per capita data usage on Earth on the mobile phone network is in India. These things, and what does that do? It ignites commerce, it ignites communication, it changes things. So yeah, it's huge, and it's coming fast as well. The cash generated in the Ethereum ecosystem is like 100x the rest of the entire space combined. Something of that magnitude. There is a gigantic growth in the network, unlike any other space of this magnitude. That network has more use cases than almost any other network, well, it's by far in crypto, but most networks in the world. It has a restricted supply because of the burning of ETH from the gas fees. Everybody is staking their tokens for ETH 2.0, so you've taken loads off the exchange. Then there are hundreds of billions locked up in, or about 100 billion locked up in DeFi, NFTs, and all of that. That actually leaves a free float of Ethereum of about 11%. 11% is all the available Ethereum that you could buy if you went into the marketplace. And we've got that demand shock going on in front of our eyes. Bitcoin has nothing like that going on. Yes, there is a supply shock. Yes, there's a bit of a demand shock, but it just doesn't have the network intensity that Ethereum does. And the same is happening to things like Solana and Terra and others at an earlier stage. So they're smaller networks and they're starting to get exponential growth. So they do well too. But yes, I'm probably now, I don't even know anymore because I bought some options as well. As I said in my tweet last night, I'm probably 85% Ethereum.
Thank you for listening to the China Jedi podcast.
Set aside your filters of bias.
The truth is learned, never told. Do your own research.
May the smile be with you.